Here we are at PAX 2019 down in the land of Australia, and right behind me we've got their brand new $8,000 monitor with 144 hertz, and also integrated into that is quantum dot technology. Now this is the passive kind, and they've also got HDR 1000, which means that there's 384 different individual lit back zones on this monitor, supported by FALD technology, essentially uses LEDs in the back of the monitor. Now in US pricing, we're talking 5,000 USD. So this thing here is incredibly expensive, but of course, if you want a 4K ultra high refresh rate experience, then this is pretty much one of the only few options out there. But the sheer size of this thing is incredible, weighing in at nearly 80 kilograms. It is just a mammoth, so you'll need 2 people or more to unbox and set this thing up. And lastly, about this monitor, it's got G-Sync Ultimate on board, which means NVIDIA endorses that, and if it has that label, then it means that it's passed all their tests at their factory as well. And the last thing we've got here is the 1000 FPS camera rolling on the response rates to test out for you guys. And what I've seen from the playback on my camera is it looks like it's got a really good response time. Now, one thing that Asus do right, this isn't a TV, it's a gaming monitor, which means the input lag is going to be virtually nil. And this is one thing I've tested out on pretty much all Asus monitors that have come through the Tech Yes studio. But that being said, I'll roll the results for you guys and you can check it out for yourself. Now onto the next monitor we've got here is the PG35VQ, and this is a 200 hertz monitor of the one that I took a look at last year, which had only 100 hertz. And I shouldn't say only 100 hertz, but 200 hertz is where it's at ultra wide at the moment, with extremely good response rates, with me looking at the playback again of that 1000 FPS. And I'll roll the benchmark for you guys and you can check it out for yourselves. And now, oddly enough, you'll see behind me here, we've got 3 of these monitors set up side by side, which means you've got over 10,000 pixels on the actual horizontal angle, and then 1440p wide. I did try this myself on the racing simulator, and seriously, the vision is going out of my peripherals, so more monitor than peripheral. Something that I've only tried once before, but this time it's at 200 hertz. Now, make no mistake, you will need a lot of graphical power and of course money to power something like this. The rig actually powering this to give smooth frame rates to 2080 Ti's, and one of these monitors individually is going to cost yourself 3,500 Aussie dollars or 2,500 USD. But one good thing about being at PAX, if you guys are here at the PAX floor, is that they have specials on their monitors, and if you come in, you can get one of these at over $500 Aussie off. So you can get it for 3K AUD, and the funny thing is that's with tax, and when you look at the exchange rate, that's coming in a lot lower than that of the USD pricing. And just like the 65-inch 4K TV before it, it's G-Sync Ultimate supported, and it's got HDR 1000, and on top of that, quantum dot passive LED technology inside. Now next up here is a PC that I've never seen before, because it's a cross between a laptop and a desktop solution where the keyboard will actually detach from the main unit and it's wireless, but the thing is you've got a monitor integrated into a small form factor where you've got an RTX 2080 inside and a 9980 HQ. And now the 9980 HQ is 8 core 16 threads, and it will perform a little bit less than a 9900K. But since we're cramming all this inside with a 17-inch 4K laptop, it means we now have portability, even though for someone like me, I've got my Yes Mini, my Mini ITX rig, where I take that around and plug it into a hotel's TV. If you didn't have the TV, then this would be a really good solution. And also on that note though, it may not be a really good solution if you can't afford it, because it's got a $10,000 Aussie asking price on its head. And also on top of that, there's only really a few of these units made, to the point where I couldn't even find the USD pricing. So it's a very niche item, but an item nonetheless that I'm sure is going to service some people who want to save on space but still want a high-powered desktop-like rig. And then finishing up the Asus ROG booth here, we've got an RGB chair and an RGB backpack. And now I must admit, the quality of both these things are really good, but whether you need RGB or not is up to you. We've seen it in the PCs, and of course, as we know, RGB LEDs sell PCs, but whether they sell chairs or not is still one thing that I'm curious to find out. And these haven't been released to the public yet. They will be released in the next couple of months, and I don't know how much they will price these chairs and RGB backpacks at. And that about wraps up the ROG booth here for 2019's Australian PAX. If you guys enjoyed this one, then be sure to hit that like button. Also, let us know in the comments section below what was your favorite piece of ROG hardware on display here. But also, with that said, if you want to get a deal on a monitor, then head on down. They've got those really good specials going on, and I'll catch you in another tech video very soon. Peace out for now. Bye.